Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm Dr. Kim, and we are embarking on a truly thrilling journey today, a complete cinematic lecture into the absolute precision of electroanalytical chemistry. We're going to unpack a technique that is so powerful it literally counts electrons. Here is our roadmap for the masterclass. We'll start with the ultimate electron counter, dive right into Faraday's laws of electrolysis, then break down the controlled potential and controlled current methods. Finally, we'll wrap it all up with the incredible power of coulometric titrations.
Now, traditional chemistry is usually all about physically mixing liquids together, right? But coulometry is a whole different ballgame. Instead of a standard volumetric titration, the titrant is generated in situ. That means it's created right there inside the solution using electrolysis. You calculate the amount of substance that reacted purely from the total electrical charge that passed through. It is just the unmatched, pure elegance of creating reagents directly with electricity.
Section 1. The ultimate electron counter. Let's get into it.
So coulometry is what we call an absolute analytical electrochemistry technique. It measures the total charge passed during complete electrolysis to find the exact quantity of your analyte. But here is the absolute magic phrase: requiring no calibration curves. Seriously, you are measuring matter with such direct precision that the need for a calibration curve simply vanishes. It's fantastic.
Section 2. Faraday's laws of electrolysis. This is where we get to explore some truly beautiful mathematics pioneered by Michael Faraday. It's all about how this process perfectly translates electricity into physical mass. We have this fundamental expression of Faraday's law that links electrical charge, or Q, directly to the moles of an analyte. Basically, the chemical change during electrolysis is directly proportional to the total charge passed. Think of charge as our flawless, perfect translator for the mass of a substance. And that brings us to 96,485 coulombs per mole. That right there is Faraday's constant. Just imagine the sheer, massive density of energy passing through a solution to make these reactions happen. All that charge is contained within just a single mole of electrons. But there's a catch. The absolute fundamental requirement for all this beautiful math to work is the golden rule: 100% current efficiency. Literally, every single electron that flows to our cell has to go toward the desired electrochemical process, because if side reactions sneak in, well, the perfect math breaks down, and we end up overestimating the exact amount of our analyte.
Section 3. Controlled potential method. So how do we actually control this energy? Our first specific technique is the controlled potential method, which is also known as potentiostatic coulometry. In this method, we tightly control the voltage and keep the working electrode at a constant potential. What happens is an exponential decay. As the chemical reactants are consumed, the current naturally decreases, dropping to basically zero over time. And the key takeaway here is that the total area under that decay curve perfectly equals the total number of coulombs, or charge, that we used.
There are a few defining characteristics you should definitely take away from this. Because we keep the potential constant, it is highly selective. It brilliantly avoids accidentally oxidizing or reducing other species in your mix. But, as we just talked about with the current gradually decaying, it does require some patience. A typical analysis is going to take about 30 to 60 minutes to completely finish.
Section 4. Controlled current method.
Now, what if you just don't have an hour to wait around? Let's abruptly shift gears to the controlled current method, often called amperostatic coulometry. This is your much faster, high-energy alternative. Because the current is rigidly locked in place by a device called an amperostat, the math becomes wonderfully simple. Since current doesn't decay over time, our total charge, Q, is simply the current, I, multiplied by the time, T. But, and this is a big but, because the current never stops on its own, you absolutely must have a sharp indicator. You need something like a color change or a photometric measurement to spot the exact endpoint of the reaction.
Labs absolutely love this method for its speed. Because we force a constant current, you can often get results in under 10 minutes. You literally just multiply current by time, and boom, you have your charge. The only real trade-off is needing that separate detection method so you know precisely when to flip the switch off.
Section 5. Power of coulometric titrations.
Okay, let's move to our grand finale. This is where we combine everything we've talked about and see what happens when we use electricity itself as our titrant. Think about the classic analog chemistry lab. You have the clunky glass volumetric burette, right? You're turning a mechanical stopcock by hand, sweating a bit, just trying to get that one perfect drop. Now compare that to a digital coulometric titration.
Your burette is replaced by a highly accurate digital timer, and your stopcock is replaced by a precision electronic switch. We're literally trading physical liquid volumes for atomic-level digital precision.
The massive advantage this brings to the bench is that we generate the reagent in situ with 100% efficiency. This solves a chemist's absolute worst nightmare. You no longer have to prepare, standardize, or try to safely store highly unstable standard solutions like bromine or chlorine. You literally make them exactly when and where you need them. It totally eliminates dilution errors and allows for stunning, micro-quantity precision that is incredibly easy to automate.
The sheer versatility of this technique is amazing. Data from industry leaders like Mettler-Toledo shows that whether we need powerful oxidants like bromine or silver-2, reductants like iron-2, or even complexing agents like EDTA, we can just generate them all on demand right at the electrode. We can determine everything from metal ions to hydrogen sulfide without ever pouring a single drop of a standard reagent.
So why does all this theory actually matter to you and me? Because of its massive real-world impact. Coulometry is the engine behind things like the Carl Fisher titration, which is the absolute gold standard for measuring trace water to ensure that our pharmaceuticals and industrial oils are totally safe. Over in material science, it determines the exact microscopic thickness of metal coatings. And crucially, it guarantees that the active ingredients in our medicines are pure, compliant, and safe for us to use.
We've covered a ton of ground today, but I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. As we look to the future and start integrating absolute coulometry into microfluidics and wireless point-of-care devices, what new chemical mysteries will miniaturized lab-on-a-chip diagnostics solve next? Just imagine having this ultimate electron counter right in the palm of your hand, ready to perform absolute analysis anywhere in the world. Thanks for tuning in to today's Explainer, and keep exploring.